Your Dampati Pramukh from last year as well. Give them a round of applause. What a year it's been, challenging yet filled with growth. We faced difficult moments this year, including the resignations of several members due to health and personal issues and other commitments. However, in the face of these challenges, we have persevered, and I want to express my deep gratitude to Anil Ajagwala, who stepped in as the 10th member of our committee in February 2024, when we were only left with 9. And our quorum requires 10 members, and due to us calling out and no one approaching us, Anil had kindly stepped in, so thank you so much. Anil, give us a wave wherever you are. His guidance and knowledge has been invaluable, and the committee has greatly benefited by his presence. It was sad to see our Pramukh-to-be, Gamanlal Khatri, step down due to sad personal circumstances. We approached many people within our community to step in and be Pramukh, but understand it was short notice, and thus we were not able to fill in the position. इतने सारे rejection के बाद मेरा तो दिल ही टूट गया. And then I went to that Brampton wale in Canada Monday and said, Bhagwan, tumhi koi rasta batao. However, with every challenge comes solutions. As one, our significant achievement this year has been the introduction of Hall of Fame concept. I say we came up with this concept, but really I would say the credit goes to my son, Bobby Khatri. We were sitting around the dinner table one day, just joking about it, and now it's come to real. So today we have 3 wonderful individuals sitting here with us, along with last year's Dampati, and it's an honor to have them here. They truly deserve this recognition. So let's give a big round of applause to Suryakant Natulal Khatri, also known as my Jyoti, Ravi Shantilal Kapadia, and Sandika Dilip Khatri. Reflecting on my 5 years with this community, yes, it's been 5 years, I can say it's been truly rewarding, although serving you as a president for the past few years has been an eye-opening. Together with the committee, we have tackled important issues such as billing problems and hall management. Although we've achieved a lot, there's still work to be done. And I have full confidence that the new incoming committee will continue the fabulous work, and I assure you, they will have my support, even if I'm not on the committee anymore. As we approach the upcoming elections, I strongly and enthusiastically encourage some of you to step forward and show some support by taking on leadership roles. Your involvement is crucial to taking our Mandal forward. Everyone has their own skills and assets to bring to the table. Don't be shy. If you're committed, if you feel you have the time and takes what it to be out here with us, please do put your names forward. I must express my disappointment with the community's response to this year's cultural activities, especially regarding dance performances at the Mahotsav today. I know we don't have a Pramukh, but you can all still come out and dance. Year after year, we urge people to participate. It's important to remember that these events are great opportunities for our children to engage with their peers and build connection. This isn't just for the younger generation. Everyone, including the older members of our community, can contribute. As you saw today, we had the elder ladies perform a garbo. It takes a lot of time for them. One of the ladies, I'm not going to mention names, she had a wedding last night. She's so committed, she still came and performed, and I was so impressed. I recently went to Canada. Yeah, you know who you are, I'm not mentioning names. I recently visited Canada where people would travel for an hour each day for dance practice and bring their kids along with them. Now that is commitment. I'm not going to force people, and I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys are committed and have other things to do, but really, Mahotsav is something that brings families together throughout the years. I've been here like 33 years, and I used to love performing at the Mahotsav. practices, and I feel you guys should continue that, you know. I mean, I'll still perform going forward once I step down from here. I have more time to do so. Similarly, our coach trip to Leicester, we saw a low number of interest by members. It's disheartening to see such little participation. Although I understand and appreciate there was another trip to Ganesh Visajan this year, and maybe that's why the coach trip was low, and then we cancelled that too. If we want the Mandal to thrive, it's essential that everyone shows enthusiasm and gets involved. The Mandal isn't just a committee issue, it's a responsibility for the entire community. We all need to come together, contribute, and take ownership of our future. As you know, we organize events, functions throughout the year, aiming to bring people together to celebrate our shared traditions and values as well. However, for these events to continue, we need more active participation and interest from people. You can let us know what you want. You have done in the past. We had the Children's Navratri, which we hope to have this time again, if we have some kind of interest. And it was a great success. And I think it brings young children together, shows them a bit of culture as well. And whilst we don't want to pressure anyone into attending anything or participating in activities they're not comfortable with, it's crucial that we as a community decide how we want to move forward. We're more than willing to host 3 major events, but its success depends on your involvement. Now with Navratri approaching, your presence on the 5th of October at our event would mean a lot to us, and it will help reinforce our community and spirit in celebrating major religious events. I must admit, I'm also concerned that our community is growing apart, and more importantly, that some of our cultural practices are not being passed down to our children and to the new generation. Of course, this does not apply to everyone, and I certainly don't mean to upset anyone who is instilling these values at home, but I've noticed some of our children may not be familiar with aspects of our culture. For instance, they may not even know what a Gita is, which is equivalent to an English Bible, or how to perform a simple ritual like lighting a divo at home. How many of you light a divo at home? I know the elderlies do, but the youngsters and all, even once a week. I think it's a very important thing to have. Recently, I attended a Punjabi event where children were confidently reciting slokas in their language, and it made me realize how important it is to pass these traditions down to our children. I also heard stories within our community feeling disconnected from our roots, where they discourage the children from speaking Gujarati, insisting to their grandparents only speaking in English with my children because we identify as British. We are indeed British citizens, but it's important to remember and take pride in our Indian heritage, our roots, our culture, our traditions. They deserve to be honored and preserved. Let's work together and ensure that our community remains strong, that our children grow up with a deep appreciation for our rich culture. Your involvement in our community events like Navratri, Diwali, etc. will show them the way. And like last year, I have another verse from Martin Luther King Jr. You'd think I'm a Martin Luther fan here. But we must either learn to live together or perish together. So ladies and gentlemen, as a community, we have reached a threshold. We must all now reunite, taking greater interest in SKA, active participation in activities, or without that, like in his famous word, we as a society will perish. I'd also like to thank our current committee for their input and guidance over the last 5 years. Without their support, we would not have achieved what we have today. They are the backbone to everything. I may be the face, I do stuff, but without them, we would not be here today. So big round of applause to our current committee. Also to Vinod, of course, my close friends, family, for the confidence in me. I may be stepping down this year, but would like to ensure the future committee have my full support, and I will be helping and guiding them all the way. And I hope to see at least 10 members out there with our new committee. We will have, well, I wouldn't call it elections, we need more than 10 for that, but at least 10 people volunteering to take the committee forward. Thank you very much, everyone.